Hey guys, welcome to the very first IU Hardcore of 116. That's right, you have to play it in 116 or 116.1. And guess where you're going to be going this month, I wonder? Well, let's dive right into it so we can find out what's obviously going to happen. Read the book for full details on the rules for this month, and to unlock more Patreon hats and sword skins. IU Hardcore is a monthly challenge, and you can stay up to date by following the Mob Cave on YouTube. Link in the book. Because obviously it's a monthly challenge, so there are new ones every month. Monthly! Alright then. So, let's dive into the book and we'll have a see what this is all about. There's some smashing going on outside. Hopefully that's not being picked up with a microphone. IU Hardcore, July 2020. Randomizer. Nether Edition. So, yes, randomizer. You know, I've done these raid maps before in IU Hardcore, like the Halloween one where you had to take on the big mansion, the haunted mansion, and the Christmas one where you take on the Ice Queen. Well, this is a different kind of recurring type of map, the randomizer that I'm just introducing, and it randomizes things, and it's going to be really fun and interesting, but we'll get into that in a moment. But yes, you may see this one again. Join the Discord, turn on recording reminders, and turn on Batty's Quartz Pack. Support us on Patreon, and then get your Patreon rewards. And subscribe to us, because yay. Right, here we go. This month's rules. At the beginning of every 20 minutes, you will be randomly given a task to complete before the next challenge is issued. So, those are 20-minute tasks. It's not given a task and then you have to complete it by the end of the challenge. These are 20 minutes. One episode that you have to complete this challenge. You'll be given one at the beginning, and then from then on, every 20 minutes. These are randomly given. So I've got a pool of challenges that you have to do, and you'll be randomly given one. So your episodes are going to be different from everyone else's episodes. Really love having random elements in these things, but this is the randomizer. Okay. Might as well talk about this right now. There are some that are harder than others, but even if you can't complete them, that doesn't mean the challenge is over. That doesn't mean you failed, because the challenge and the fun of it is more about the journey than the destination. It's not about achieving your goal, but the fun of it is trying. You know, spending that episode trying your best to complete the challenge. Some of them are easier than others, and they are all definitely completable. It's just you might have to get lucky in some circumstances. It depends where you are on the map and you know what's going on at the time. Okay. Also, might as well talk about the spirit of the challenge, and that's let's say you're given a specific challenge, and I'm going to make one up here. This isn't one that's in the challenge. Say you have to create a emerald block. If when you're given that challenge, you know, halfway through the map, you know, you've been playing for an hour and a half or something, and you've just been given this challenge. If you already have 9 emeralds, then the spirit of the challenge is to go and find more emeralds. Don't just use the emeralds you have to create an emerald block, because you know what's the point of that? That's spending an episode doing nothing. So yes, make sure you go and get the materials for it. On the other hand, if it's say a challenge to build build this heart, for example, which again isn't a challenge, and you know, not the best example. Pretend that these aren't diamond blocks. pretend this is build a heart made of wood or whatever you have. The challenge is about building. It's not about collecting all the materials. So if you already have materials to create the build, then that's cool. Just use those, because, you know, I'm not going to tell you to create a massive build and you have to collect all of the materials within 20 minutes. That, you know, I'm not going to be asking you to do that. But you understand what I'm saying. Just try and make sure that it is a challenge that you have to complete, and it's not going to be over hard, and it's not going to be overly easy. All right, that is the spirit of the challenge. Okay, let's move on and find out where this helicopter is going to. Can you hear that? There's a loud helicopter. Alrighty then. So this challenge was Nether Edition, wasn't it? Well, let's find out what that's about. Every 20 minutes, a portal will spawn on you. You must switch to the other dimension, otherwise you will take damage. So you're going to be flip-flopping between the overworld and the nether every 20 minutes. You will spawn with a piece of gold armor. Whilst in the nether, you will have 20% damage resistance. So don't call me evil for making you spend this much time in the nether. I'm giving you buffs whilst you're in the nether. So the gold armor will mean that is it piglins? I think it's piglins, will not attack you on sight. Just don't dig gold in front of them or anything like that, because they'll get angry. And you have 20% damage resistance whilst in the nether. So that'll really help. And it'll keep you alive, in theory. If you are set on fire, you will immediately be given fire resistance for 1 minute. There will then be a 10-minute cooldown before this power can trigger again. You may sleep and phantoms are off. Okay, so this power that you're being given, see, I'm not evil. You get fire resistance. So the moment that you are set on fire, you will take 1 tick of damage. Say you drop yourself into lava or something. Then you will be given 1 minute of fire resistance, so you won't die. It saves your life. But then you have a 10-minute cooldown before you can use that power again. So that's great for if you fall into lava. If you happen to walk through the very edge of a fire and take 1 tick of damage, then you'll be given fire resistance and you will have essentially wasted it for 10 minutes. So you've got to be careful, because then if you fall into lava within those 10 minutes, you are dead. You are going to burn. But yes, it's a save your life button, which you don't even have to press. It is pressed for you. So yes, extra survivability. By the way, when I said over here, portals will spawn every 20 minutes. Probably best, because it will give you a warning that a portal is going to spawn on you in 10 seconds. So probably best that you stand away from anything that you don't want to break. And probably stand away from other people. If you're playing in multiplayer, make sure you stand a little bit apart from each other, because otherwise the portals will overlap, it might break them, and then you won't be able to go over to the other side, and blah, 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 blah. So yes, be careful where you're standing when a portal is about to be spawned. All right. By the way, the damage that you take is poison damage, so it'll take you down to half a heart, but it won't kill you. Alrighty then. Is that everything? Yes, that's everything. No cheating. Eat what you like. If you're recording, post your first run. Feel free to play again, but declare it's your X number playthrough. The challenge lasts 2 hours and 40 minutes, and there are 20-minute notifications and a fanfare to let you know when you've finished. Good luck and have fun. So yes, the messages come at the 20-minute mark. So you'll get the message saying that's the end of the episode, and then it'll say a portal is being spawned on you in 10 seconds. Then the portal will spawn on you, and it'll say you've got 30 seconds to switch to the other location, otherwise you'll start taking damage. And then the moment that you get that message, 10 seconds later, that's when you get your challenge message. And I think it appears in red. Yeah, pretty sure it appears in red in the chat. So make sure you're watching the chat. Yeah, okay. That's it. I've got a few tips for you. Gear up fast is the first one. At the very beginning, make sure you gear up fast, because you're going to be going to the nether in 20 minutes. So, yes, make sure you've got everything you need to go to the nether. Just gear up, make sure you've got food, and try and get some armor or something. But also remember that there is a challenge that will be given to you right at the very beginning. So do your best to complete that as well. The gold armor that you're given is a golden chestplate, which is great because, you know, they won't be attacking you when you go to the nether, but you might consider replacing that to something else golden instead, because obviously a chestplate is what's giving you the most armor protection, and gold isn't the best armor protection. And finally, I've played this one through, and I've been in the nether in Mage Rage as well. The nether, there are different biomes, and certain ones are filled with certain mobs. For example, the soul sand plains, or whatever they're called, usually filled with skeletons. It's a very nasty place to be. So think about how best to traverse something like that, or how best to avoid it. And another one is it's one of the tree biomes, the warped tree type biome, usually completely packed, filled with Endermen. So be very, very careful where you're looking. You might even consider taking around a what's it called? A pumpkin on your head to make sure that you don't accidentally look. But then you might fall into lava because you can't see very well, so maybe not. Just be very, very careful where you're looking. Okay, that's everything. I really hope you have fun with this one. I really like this randomizer idea. I hope you do too, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the challenge, and I'll see you in there. Bye. If you're taking part, why not join the Are You Hardcore Discord to chat with other players and post your videos? Remember that you can support the Mob Cave on Patreon to receive even cooler hardcore hats. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.